Hi, I'm Dr. Heavenly, your digital mentor teacher, and I want to help teachers move from compliant instruction to instructional clarity. So today we're going to talk about exemplars. Exemplars are a great way to show student success criteria. They're a part of my Pathways to Learning Clarity framework. They're also a part of the expert pedagogy arm of influential educators. So let's get into it, find out more about exemplars. Hi. Let me ask you a real question. How many times have you explained an assignment and the students still don't quite get it? Here's the truth. Telling students what to do is not the same as showing them what success looks like. That's where exemplars come in. Today, I'm going to show you how to use exemplars as a formative assessment tool and how to curate them so they actually improve student learning. Here's what's happening in many classrooms. Teachers give directions, teachers give rubrics, teachers model, but students are still guessing. They're asking, is that what you mean? Is this good enough? That tells us something important. Students don't have a clear mental model of quality. And without that, they can't self-assess. They can't revise effectively, and they stay dependent on the teacher, which can drive the teacher crazy. An exemplar is just not a good example. It's a strategically selected sample of student work used to make success criteria visible and concrete. When used well, exemplars help students answer, what does quality work look like? What makes this strong? How does this connect to the success criteria? This aligns directly with formative assessment practices from Jan Chapuis and reinforces the ideas of Dylan Willem that students must understand the goal in order to improve. Inside my own framework, the influential educator framework, this lives in expert pedagogy because effective teaching is not just delivering content, it's making learning visible. And in Pathways to Learning Clarity, exemplars are used to make sure the students understand the success criteria. They anchor it. Let me give you practical step-by-step guidance. Step one, you show the exemplar before students start the task, not after, not at the end, but before. Step two, you don't explain right away. Let students observe first. Ask, what do you notice? What makes this strong? And step three, connect it to your success criteria. Now we're building alignment. And step four, let students use the exemplar to self-assess their work. That's the key. This is not a display tool, something to look pretty hanging in your classroom. It's a thinking tool. Now, let's talk about curation, because this is where some people struggle. You do not need perfect work. In fact, you shouldn't only show good work. You need a range. A strong exemplar meets all criteria. A developing exemplar partially meets criteria. A needs improvement example for analysis and discussion. You can curate exemplars from previous student work. Just make sure you protect those students by crossing out their names so nobody can read them. You can create that success criteria, or you can give anonymous samples from your current class. And here's the key move. Always align exemplars to specific success criteria. Not just this is good, but this is why it's good. That's what builds student understanding. When you use exemplars effectively, students produce stronger work the first time. They revise with purpose, they rely on you, and they take ownership of their learning. That's not just engagement, that's instructional clarity in action. Thank you for watching this video, and please don't forget to like and subscribe and share if you learned something today. Also, if you want a free sample, a free digital tool to use to help you create exemplars, Just check my show notes for my email address and sign up to subscribe to our weekly newsletter, where you get lots of tips and tricks and free digital downloads. Thank you for joining, and stay inspired.